Hello and welcome back to Stay Tuned with D.Rey. Our next guest is one of the more remarkable stories over these past couple years of success. The 2018 National Championship MVP, Donte Divincenzo, is going to join us on this segment to talk to us about roommates, life throughout the past couple years, and his future. Please help me welcome Donte Divincenzo. Brother man, what's going on with you? How you doing? All right. So, gotta ask you right from jump. You know, obviously, you have your bias. I have my bias, but I'm gonna ask you, why do you think 2018 is better than 2016? Because I'm not even gonna ask you which one you like more.
Yeah, 2018, just because anybody can give you 30 any night.
Give me.
Give you.
Mm-hmm.
Give anybody.
Okay.
And defensively, 2016 got it.
Okay.
Offensively, nobody's messing with us.
Okay. All right. I can respect that. All right. So, Donte, over the past, couple years, in 2016, you were on that team. You got hurt early in the year. You took a redshirt year. Fast forward 2 years later, in 2018, you're the game's MVP. You have your career high, 31 points on the biggest stage in college basketball. Can you just talk to us about that experience and your growth over those 2 years?
Well, that first year was terrible for me. Because once I got healthy, I was not able to play. So yeah. I was getting a medical red shirt. So once I got that, I was out. So I couldn't play. So I was healthy towards like later half of the year, and I was ready to go. And then seeing us advance in the tournament it hurt me, but I was also excited for everybody winning. So that summer was a big summer for me. Just getting with the older guys. It was you, Chris, and Josh as the seniors that year. So just do anything you guys wanted, and once you guys left, that was that stepping stone that I needed to become the leader. Yeah. Whether I started or not, Coach and I had a discussion and where our team worked out and the maturity of our team and everything that he thought I could handle not starting. And I agreed with it, and it worked out for us. Yeah,
and you handled it well. We talk about Villanova's mantra, attitude, which is not about what happens to you in life, is how you react, and you handled it well. So. Obviously, you don't start. They go with the starting lineup, but you're the sixth man, and you go on to win Sixth Man of the Year. At the end of the Big East season. Did you see that coming? Throughout the year, was it kind of like talks, or was it just I'm just gonna go out there every night and just?
No, it was kind of fun for me, honestly, because you're not starting, so you got a little bit less of a monkey on your back.
Yeah. So you get to see how the game
unfolds. You get to see how the game's going, and then you just come in with energy, and you just get to have fun. And most of the times, Coach would put me in like a minute, 2 minutes into the game, and I wouldn't come out for the rest of the half. Yeah. So it was like I was playing the
pretty much
most minutes. Exactly. And so probably 8-9 games into the season, that starting stuff didn't mean anything to me.
That's good. That's great. So end of the season wraps up. Big East, Sixth Man of the Year. Y'all win the tournament championship. Did that not starting add fuel to your fire moving forward, going towards the national championship, in those 6 games that it took y'all to get to the national championship and win it?
No, I think at that time of the year, our team was already set. Yeah. Our dynamic was already set, and we were what we were. But the biggest thing that we were trying to do was just keep getting better. So we just wanted to keep practicing. And once we got past that first 2 games, and we had 3-4 days before our next game, that was our biggest time where we can just keep getting better. And nothing added fuel to my fire or anything. I just wanted to do anything possible for them. I wasn't thinking about my future. Nobody was thinking about their future. Mikhail wasn't thinking about it, Jalen or Amari, and it just turned out everybody got what they wanted.
That's what's up. So, to speak to that point, obviously after the season ends, you have a decision to make. And exactly. And I could imagine that was a tough decision. It's like, do I leave? Everybody was calling. Was calling. It was the NBA was calling. So obviously we know what decision you made. Congratulations, being a Buck. But just walk us through what those couple weeks around that decision was like. Because from what I understand, it was a surprise for you. Oh man, I've really. Yeah. It's one thing to have a shot, another thing for them to be like, you have to go now. Exactly. So just walk us through those couple weeks.
My confidence level going in, obviously, was I can play at the league. Yeah, exactly. That's how I play on the court. So afterwards, I was talking to Kyle Lowry, and he was telling me that all the teams are calling, talking to him about what they like, what they don't like. And then, so I talked to Coach Wright, and I decided just to test the waters, just to see where I stood, just because I'm hearing all these he say, she say things. And so I went into it, and I just went into it just trying to go hoop and just trying to have fun with it. Exactly. So I get into it, and next thing I know, my range just keeps going up and up and up and up. And exactly. And I'd call Coach Wright, and I'm like, Coach, I don't know what to do. Like, I love Villanova, I love the guys. And he's like, tell me, he said, either you can come back and try to improve it, or you can take advantage of it right now. He said, whatever you do, it's up to you. We support you. I think it was the next day. I was like, I'm out.
I'm declaring. No, as you should have. Like I said, it was a you know, obviously, I wanted to see you in a Nova jersey, you know, a following year. But at the same time, it was like, listen, if they're calling, then you kind of have to go. You know, it's one of those things. And I think I wanted you to speak to that because you're one of the guys who can speak to, you know, the idea of having to step off a little bit earlier than you expected to, you know, to grow. I think that's a great, you know, a point to take a break at. We're here on Stay Tuned with D.Rey. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with Donte Divincenzo. Welcome back to Stay Tuned with D.Rey. We're here with Donte Divincenzo. Donte, a theme of your story is growth. You know, just over the past couple years, you know, going from a guy in high school, you climbed the ladder pretty quickly. As far as being ranked, you come into Villanova, you know, like I said, that first year you weren't playing. As soon as you hit the ground, you were running, you know, you kept going. And, you know, a huge theme of your entire story when you look back on it is growth. And one of the guys who really got a chance to witness that growth was me. But from a different perspective. What a lot of people don't know is we were roommates coming in. So your freshman year, your freshman summer, you were my roommate. As loose as we can use that term. We were role roommates, you know, 4 games. And then, you know, we were roommates my senior year in the dorm. So please, without going too far, just talk about me as a roommate and our relationship as a roommate and how that grew.
So my first day at Nova, I walk into the summer room and I just see a dorm room that's set up for one person. One person. And my bed is tucked into the corner underneath the closet.
I'm so sorry.
And I got about, from my knees down or in the closet, and my head sticking out. And you had your whole little apartment set up in the dorm.
I'm sorry.
So that was like a welcome to college. But other than that, it was cool that first summer. Not a lot of words were spoken. We were still getting to know each other. So then going forward to the West Campus, when I got my own room finally, I don't have to be in that little corner.
You in the closet. You might have your feet up in the closet.
That was probably the best because we play music, chill. Like I said, not a lot of words were spoken.
We was quiet.
But that's how we are.
Exactly.
And then I couldn't get away from you because we're on West every day together, and then all of a sudden we get an away game. Check in the hotel, open the door, and there's D.Rey. I'm like, I can't get rid of him. So. But that was cool. I remember it was like a big game. I can't remember what game it was, but we watched that show, Animal Kingdom, and it was hours and hours of it, and no words were spoken.
It was like
that was like the theme.
Somebody asked me, it was like, you know, y'all always together to an extent. Do y'all get along? And I was like, yeah, man, me and Chenzo would just, you know, we just vibe, man. It's not a whole. I think that after that day of watching Animal Kingdom with you for about a solid 2 hours without intervening except some commentary on what a frog or something was doing, I was like, this is my guy, and it's just, you know, it's understood, man. I said, I had to have you tell that story, you know, from your perspective.
I think over those couple years, even though limited words were spoken, I feel like the growth, and like you said, the growth of like how cool we got over the years, it just grew, and I don't know how.
Because it wasn't no word spoken. But it was just like I said, it just got to a point where it's like, all right, man, it's like somebody just look over and give a fist bump, like, cool, we good, we good money,
guy.
You know. So just, you know, switching gears again, you know, that was the roommate aspect. Obviously, over this past year, I see you continue with the theme of growth, though. I see you continue to grow. You declare for the draft. You get picked up by the Milwaukee Bucks. Congratulations on that once again. What do you see in the near future for yourself?
So I went out there for a couple weeks, and it's just different. It's just different now. It's just a whole different. Milwaukee in itself is different, but now it's just a whole different life. I got so much free time. Got my workout in, getting an appearance in or something like that, and then I got the whole rest of the day open. So I'm finding things to do to fill my free time, and then training camp about to start. So that will be keeping me real
Yeah,
busy.
real busy,
Yeah,
real
real
busy.
busy. And then I'll be on the road, but I'm looking forward to. So it'll be weird, but when they play Marquette, I'll be at that game. I'll be courtside at that game, and it's just gonna be weird seeing Phil and E on the court, knowing that I could be playing there.
Yeah.
Right now, so it's just gonna be weird.
Nah, man, but it'll be nice. It's growth. It's growth. You know, it's growth. So you spoke about, you know, having free time, and obviously when you leave college and you start the professional sports world, you know, you're in a different mode completely. You don't have to go to class. You know, you play basketball and then you go home. I could imagine in this time you start to figure out what you want to do afterward. I know that's what happened with me in this past year in Poland. What do you see yourself doing after basketball?
So I want to stay involved in basketball for as long as possible, whether it's in the NBA level or college, but using my connections and the people I've met so far and gone forward in meeting, whether it's player development, whether it's in front office, whether it's coaching, just working with basketball players and just sharing my story to them and trying to get younger kids to understand like the whole starting thing.
Yeah.
And it does not matter. So you can get to where you need to be as long as you're just working out, you're working hard, and you're just doing what the coaches say. So if I can carry my career in basketball into coaching, front office, or whatever, and pass that down and let guys get better off of my story, then that's what I want.
That's perfect. That's beautiful. Donte Divincenzo, the personification of hard work and dedication, man, and one of my favorite roommates. You know, wasn't a whole lot of words said, but we kept it moving the right way. So, Donte, thank you for being on Stay Tuned with D.Rey, man. Good luck this year with the Milwaukee Bucks, and remember to stay tuned. Thank you. So, we got to sit here and keep talking, like I said. I got to be saying
Like you actually are funny. Like you actually.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you. We got to just keep cutting. All right, there we go.